Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Spiritual Ranch. I'm Shish no off Grid Oracle. Take a little break here. Have me some my home raised as ram, carrots and potatoes from the ranch there with a little bit of squash. Didn't get much this year, but got a few things, Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna do a little read here. I did do a little. I think we're really put this damn phone, do everything kind of hillbilly out here, half-ass. The sound always messes me up. And that'll work. I'm gonna prop you up with my chainsaw. I saw that earlier. It kind of fits right in there, but the break, it's like a little bit funny. But yeah, I just did another little video kind of about what I'm doing out here, and had a little talk. Then I actually was trying to stick the phone in my chainsaw, and it fell over, and I turned it off. I might spill the tea, but I'm the worst director, So, yeah. Anyways, I did read also here in the pickup truck here this morning that really, man, spirit has been Spirit's been really delivering. They really have, and I'm really happy to have the opportunity to share this with all of you guys, because it's something that we need to see right now. We need to really see it, and not in a way that is like petty and karmic and shit. Like we need people who truly have the ability to listen to God right now and to relay that message. Because it's like that's what it is. We're a liaison for Father God, and it's like the voice of God has been really drowned out by a lot of the negative frequencies that I was talking about this morning. It's like these negative frequencies that we're surviving in right now make it impossible for people to trust the voice of the forest, which is Father God, right? And Mother God, right? And they're whispering at us all the time, but we have to be able to hear and understand what them murmurs are, because it's different. Like God, the Most High, they speak with energy, they speak with your feelings, and that's the truth. Like that's how we know what is true intuitively. That's what makes a person like have good psychic abilities or whatever, is that they haven't stepped so far away from what they were created as that they forget like what it is that they are capable of, And so it's like utilizing those frequencies of God. It's the things that everybody shuts down. It's like I've been talking about this. It's been a focus of mine big time on the channel, because again, like today, it's like I've been out here trying to work, and I've been working and it's been fun. But I've been really struggling, like not struggling. This is the wrong term. I've been having an increased level of anxiety. Okay, and so it's like I've been feeling it more, but it's really it has irrational energies attached to it, because there's no reason at all whatsoever that should feel anxiety right now. I mean, none. I mean, I am like great, very well, very, very safe, very, very protected, beyond belief, And so it's like, do I have everything I wish for? Well, no, but that's not something to be anxietal over, right? And so it's like, yeah, there's things that I may be missing, or that I may want in my life right now, or whatever, that I don't have. But that's not, there's no reason for that to give me anxiety, because I have everything that I do need absolutely covered, 1,000%. God has me 1,000%. There's no doubt about it. A lot of people might not see the abundance that I have, because the way that we work with Father is we have to see the abundance that they give us and know without any anxiety that our needs are met, And so when it's something that's outside of a desire, then that's just a desire. We should be able to calm that energy, But the frequencies that are coming at us right now, and the fact that we're all interconnected so much so, and the amount of anxiety that is pushed into, because we're fed anxiety, in our culture, everywhere, everything. Everybody's worried about everything. That's what everybody always says. Oh, you know, it's like I'm worried, or they're like, instead of worried, they're more territorial. It's like they don't worry about it, so because they're a killer, you know, like Stone Cold Killer like that. And we got a lot of MFers out here in this world today that are that way, you know. And so those are the ones we got to really watch out for right now because they're trying to do a lot of damage. You know, that's them lizard head, right? It's lizard head. We got lizard head versus God head. We got to think about it, you know. Are we going to let the lizards feed us or are we going to let God feed us? And I mean that most literally because that's what we're facing right now. We're all being fed by lizards. I mean, it's what it is, you know. It really is. There's no way around that being an absolute fact. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even like, you know, I mean, that's just an absolute fact. So, and if you want to think about the propaganda and why they have that shit out there, that's why, you know. The same goes in the Bible. They talk about opening the pit and letting the beast comes from the pit, right? Well, there you go, guys. You know, they got to drill that shit up out of the ground, like, right? It's beasts, right? Mm-hmm. Leviathan, right? You know, makes sense. The great changing is what the indigenous peoples over here talk about, you know, and that's like the time when it's the great changing, you know, and so that's when they went on them lizards, and then the mammals evolved out of that, you know, and that's where we came around. It's a lot more. We have a lot more of a little bit more tender Earth than what Earth was prior to that, you know, and so all of that Leviathan energy has been sequestered in the pits of hell. That's just what it is, you know, like. They tell it, you know, it's like all so much gobbledygook out here. Nobody pays attention. Nobody asks the right questions. When I was given my moment at the feet of God, you know, with my face in the dirt, and I had questions, I asked the right questions and they answered them. You know, it took me a long time to figure that answer out, but fuck, dude. It sure makes a lot of fucking sense. And so we gotta decide right now. Because the lizards ain't gonna feed us forever, you know. They never were intended to be here forever. You know, there's no intention behind their existing forever. That's why they were sequestered, you know. Leviathan was consuming everything in its path. That's what it says, you know. And so if we release it back out of the pits, that's energy. We release that energy back out of them pits where it's sequestered, it's gonna fucking destroy everything in its path. Again. All right. Tower card with the 4 cups, okay? And so that's a big, there's something coming we don't see, all right? But I'm telling you right now, I see it coming. I see it coming, okay? It's coming. And so pay attention, okay now? Don't be surprised when this tower falls. Don't act at all surprised because that tower just came out, boom. And then with the 2 of Pentacles because it's going to bring things back into equilibrium. All right, and we got that 4 cups still, you know. And so this 4 cups is telling everybody right now, man, don't just sit down underneath that coconut tree too fucking long. You're gonna get knocked on the head and you're gonna lose all of the cups. You know, God's trying to tell you right now to not be stagnant and to make a move, to really think straight about what you're doing, okay? Because this tower is gonna fucking fall right now, and when it does, it's gonna cause things to go wazoo. See them C's? And this motherfucker's trying to balance on 1 foot while he's juggling those coins because everything's going to go catawampus. That's what they call it. Catawampus. Right? With the 5... with the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the King of Pentacles. Okay? So King of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands. You know, and that King of Pentacles is looking at me at the reverse, in the reverse, right? But it's looking at the... so it'd be like, sitting in here like this. You know, so that's the mirror. That's you, King of Pentacles, right? Okay, that's you, King of Pentacles. Gotta quit being confused right now as to what you're trying to be told because God's making it loud and fucking clear. Now is not a time to sit and dilly-dally and try to make decisions because that tower is going to fall, you know? And so that's telling me right now, you guys, listen to me. And King of Pentacles, listen to me. They're going to lock things down. That's what's going to happen. You know, they're going to go to work on us again, and we got to be focused very hard on what the work is that we're doing in order to feed ourselves, okay? That tower is going to fall, okay? That tower is going to fall. And if that tower falls and you're not where you're supposed to be, you might not be able to get back where you're supposed to be. And if you're a King of Pentacles coming out in reverse in my direction here, if you're broke, if your King of Pentacles ain't broke and you're stuck outside of where you're supposed to be, and you can't get back where you're supposed to be, that's a bad spot to be in. It's a horrible spot to be in. So think about that, okay, guys? Everybody, think about it. Get rice, get beans. Make sure, dude. Man, King of Pentacles. This is a 10-minute read, all right? And I'm going to leave it right there because I know that's short enough to possibly be watched, you know, all the way through, for sure, for those who watch it. But I'm telling you the absolute truth right now. Don't be a fool on these matters. This is the truth, okay? You, everybody, really right now, buy rice and beans. Make sure that you got a way to keep your kids safe at home, and that you got a way to have water and all of those things, because anything can happen right now. That tower came out with the 4 cups, you guys, okay? And so nobody's seeing it. Look, this fool over here does. And I got some people out there that I love, and it's coming in fast. Fast. This is truth. Fast, incoming truth, okay? Fast moving, incoming truth that you don't want to fucking ignore, you know? Don't get caught out in the fucking cold with this one. Yo, Joe's telling you how it is right now, you guys. Get rice and beans. I mean it. Get rice and beans. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. I get... Dude. We have the Hierophant with Lovers and the 10 of Wands. And that's, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. You know, these energies are getting away. They're a little bit much for me. It's got me a little nervous right now. I'm really feeling nervous right now. The Hierophant says that you know, so God says these lovers can carry the load here. Yeah, we got to. It's something we all got to be in full alignment right now and really paying the fuck attention. And if you got a counterpart, listen to them. You guys need to be a team. You need to work together. You know, you really need to listen to each other right now and listen to God. You know, if you've been trying to heal something, heal it fast, because you're gonna need each other. You know. This is like this 10 of Wands right here is showing me that with the Lovers card, right, and what the Hierophant says is that you can carry this load together. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right there. That one, fuck, that one came out heavy hitting, you guys. Really seriously though, like seriously, it ain't gonna kill it. It ain't gonna break the bank. Like if you went down right now and spent $200 at the grocery store, if you got that extra cash, or if you got your fucking EBT stamps coming in or whatever, you know, squash all that other shit that doesn't have any longevity. You'll get another check, okay? Like, right? But right now, go buy as much as you can buy with that EBT card, or with whatever the fuck you have that you can spend on, that you're budgeting for groceries right now. Look at buying beans and rice. Get something that you know you're like, okay, well, that's like days worth of food, a month worth of food, as opposed to like a day's worth of food or a couple hours worth of food. Don't go and buy dinner, buy like with the mindset that you might not be able to get dinner again for the next coming weeks, because we don't know what's coming right now. But like, be warned, you know, trust me, like there's, you guys, like, hey man, be warned. You just got warned. Okay, so peace out. I love y'all. Hang in there. Do what I said.